Jenny, what have you picked out?
I picked a story from the Sunday Times, which is about GDP figures. Bit dry, you might think, but it does also play into both the whole EU and independence question. So, yeah, so there's a story, it's today's Sunday Times, saying the SNP is being accused of burying bad news about the economy. So the GDP figures are kind of niche but important in that it's about the deficit and it's about economic growth and to rejoin the EU.
But what have they done? The story is that actually they've been revised downwards, right?
They've been revised downwards. So the deficit was 7%. It looked like it was getting better, and then now this week it's emerged that actually it's gone further to 7.2%, but they weren't actually published. The quarterly GDP figures were published on Wednesday, but the deficit figures weren't published, and people have had to kind of dig around to get those figures. So that's an issue in terms of the possibility of Scotland rejoining the EU because Scotland has to reduce that deficit.
But it's also an issue, isn't it, Kevin? In terms, I mean, and we should say GDP figures get revised several times, so we'll see what happens in UK as well as Scotland. Yeah. But it's an issue for the Scottish Government because it's increasingly dependent on its own tax revenues.